This is the plaintiff, Teresa Soto. She says she's known the defendant for 25 years, hired him to redo her bathroom, and wouldn't you know it, the guy had no idea what he was doing. He installed a toilet on a base a foot high, so her son actually had to climb up to sit down on the toilet bowl. When she called to complain, he sung into the phone goodbye and hung up on her. Some people. She's suing for $5,000, the amount she's due. This is the defendant, Philip Dowling. He says he worked on the plaintiff's bathroom for 2 weeks, finished the job, she said she liked it, and paid him in full. 2 months later, she changed her mind and wanted the bathroom to match the bathroom she had upstairs. He's happy to oblige, but he needs to be paid all over again because it's an entirely new job. He's accused of not having a clue.
Okay, Teresa Soto?
Yes.
You are suing Philip Dowling for $5,000 in labor and materials and inconvenience and pain over construction work that he did for you. Okay, Ms. Soto, tell me what happened.
Okay, I hired Philip to do my son's bathroom that's on the first floor of our house.
Okay.
And since we've been friends for over 25 years, I told him, to be easy with the money for the labor because the majority of the material I was going to supply.
Okay. Now, you had known each other for 25 years. How?
When I lost my husband in 1982, a year and a half later, I met his uncle, and we got together, and that's how I met the whole family.
Okay.
And I became godmother to his cousin Tanya, who recommended Philip to do this job for me.
Okay.
I was the godmother for her oldest daughter, Shamika.
Okay. Now, are you still with the uncle or no?
No.
Okay. All right. So, so you've known him a long time, and you want him to cut you a break. And does he cut you a break in the price?
He charged me $2,000, which I paid him.
Was that to include labor or not?
That was the labor.
I'm sorry. I
And
meant, was that to include materials or not?
the material that Philip bought was the shower.
Were you supposed to pay for that separately, or was that supposed to be
No,
included?
that was in the,
2,000.
included in the 2,000.
Okay, so the 2,000 was to include labor and materials.
Yes.
This is for renovations to, apparently, you live in a two-family?
Two-family home.
All right, you live in one floor. Which floor do you live in?
Second floor.
Okay,
One
and you're
flight
having
up.
trouble with your mobility?
Yes.
Okay, so you wanted to renovate the bathroom downstairs
Yes.
for you to move in downstairs.
No.
Who lives downstairs?
My son.
Okay, and you wanted to renovate his bathroom?
Yes.
Just because you wanted to?
No, because there was the tub there, and it came like here. Here is the bowl. Here is the wall right next to the bowl, and here was the tub.
And you wanted
My
to change
son
it?
is a big boy.
He's a big boy.
He's 6'1¼ and over 300 pounds.
Oh, Lord, okay.
Okay, so when he would sit, the front of the tub would crush into his side of his leg.
Okay, you wanted to shout.
The shower,
Yeah.
wall to wall.
Okay, that makes more sense. All right, so anyway, so that's what you tell him you want him to do, and what goes wrong?
I have pictures and I have a video.
Okay, can I see the pictures?
Yes.
And can you tell me what went wrong?
Okay, the tiles on the wall were crooked. There wasn't enough of grout. I told him to try his best not to put the toilet bowl, even if it had to go on an opposite wall, to put it to the flush to the floor, and he couldn't do it. He put it up on a step, as you could see, where my son would have to.
Your son, the 6'1", 300-pounder, would have to step
and then
onto
he didn't even
what is the width of 2 feet of tiles and step up. Why is it step up? Because that's where the tub used to be?
No,
and
no,
instead of
no.
filling
That's
it in?
where the wall that he put it on.
Did he actually elevate the
Yes, but he didn't even secure it. That my son maybe 2 or 3 times could have went and stepped on it, or even if I would have moved down there and I would have stepped on it, I could have fell right through to my cellar on top of my boiler. And as you could see, the tiles are not cut proper. Another thing is that he said it was impossible after he installed the shower. He bought a triangle or catty corner shower. He says you couldn't put one wall to wall. I got one wall to wall right now.
Okay, in other words, he bought the wrong shower is what you're saying? Because you
Right. Then another thing, the turn off valve for the water. You have to actually stick your hand inside of the wall to turn this valve off. But
Wait, hold
you
on,
need
I
a
wanna
little
see.
kid to do this.
Wait.
On there, he should have put the extension pipe to bring it out from the wall. This way, he could have put he could have closed that hole. Rats could come out of that hole. Anything could come out of that hole.
That's how he left it with the hole?
Yes.
In order for
I'm
you to be
showing
able to
you
stick your hand in
pictures.
there and shut it off?
That's right.
Okay. What's going on? What happened here?
That valve that I put in wasn't even there before. I put that in. It wasn't included in what I was supposed to do for her, but as a favor, I did put that in because they didn't have a valve on that line to turn the water off in that room.
Okay,
that
but how
area.
is a person supposed to turn the water off? What are they supposed to do? Stick their hand in that little hole?
Well, I told her about it, and at that time she said for me to leave it because she was going to have a little thing put over it so that some kind of flap or something like that so that she can stick her hand in and put it in.
So is the answer yes, that you left that little hole of tile in order for her to be able to use a valve that you put in as a favor?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. Now talk to me about the toilet being on an elevated platform. Did you know this guy was 6'1" and 300 pounds?
Yes.
How do you figure he's going to use what essentially is a 2-foot wide platform for his toilet?
Well, I had to elevate it because in order for me to put the toilet on the opposite side of the wall, I had to run a line so that it can go through where the existing, where the toilet was in the beginning. So I ran a line, put the toilet on the opposite side of the wall, turned it around, and then I put it on a little platform.
Why did you put it on a platform? To cover up the line?
Yes.
Why didn't you just put the line behind the wall like another plumber would?
Well, there wasn't
cost
enough.
more?
No, it wasn't enough space behind the wall in order for me to
come
do
on,
that.
Seriously, you expect a 6'1", 300-pound guy
And
to go on the toilet that's
so-
elevated like that? I mean, I'm not 6'1" and 300, and I got to tell you, I wouldn't step up to my toilet every single time I had to use it. It's like crazy. I'm looking at it, and this cannot be your best work.
So is a 2-foot step up to the toilet unacceptable?
Well, it sounds a little risky to one's health and safety, but it kind of also sounds like a throne. Kind of cool.
Oh, that's it? I never thought of it that way. Okay, hey, I like the way you think.
I think it's pretty crazy. I mean, especially if you didn't ask to do it. I mean, it's just crazy.
Final word.
Can you imagine at night when you got to go to the bathroom and you got to step up to and you miss
But think,
it?
if you're drunk, you're crawling anyway. You just crawl up that step, right? Going inside the courtroom.
Can I see the video? Let me see the video.
This is to go and show how crooked and that there was hardly any grout in some of the tiles and that they were so uneven. This is to show how bad it was. That they were actually, a couple of days later, they were actually falling off of the wall.
Do you speak Spanish, Miss Soto?
No.
No? Have you ever heard the phrase or ever
Puerto
heard
Rican-
anybody else use the phrase, lo barato sale caro? The cheap comes out expensive, my friend.
Oh, okay. He understood you, but not me.
Okay.
That goes to show you that the job that was redone.
What did you end up doing? You ended up moving?
Okay.
Can I see the bill for the person who redid
Sure.
the job?
Here's the receipts that I paid him. They're behind here. And here's for the replacement tiles. And I had to buy the accessories.
He didn't have to rip out all of the tiles.
He had to take everything down, and it was a
So
good...
you had to pay this other fellow $3,000?
Yes.
So you paid him $3,000, which
Yes.
included materials except for the new tiles you had to buy.
Yes.
All right, and the new tiles you had to buy were where? Merino marble and
Yes.
tile?
Yes.
All right. So, if I understand you correctly, you had to, in order to fix the problem, you had to pay $307.41 in tiles,
Yes.
and then another $3,000
Yes.
to this fellow.
And the $186 from Home Depot
Is for what?
is for the accessories that he threw out. The towel bar, the soap dish, and all that other
Why
stuff.
did he have to throw it out? Because when he ripped
He
it out,
threw it
did-
out.
Well, I'm sorry, did you
When-
not put up the towel bar and everything else when you put up the new tile?
The bar that was there, everything in that bathroom, if you want to see it, here's the bar. I have it here.
Yeah.
Everything in that bathroom was asked to be removed and thrown away. No.
If you're saying he threw out the old stuff, are you saying he threw out the old stuff?
That's what he
Okay.
did. I
okay,
told
but he
him,
doesn't get. But that doesn't mean you get to collect $186
I know,
from him
but
for
I
brand new
told-
stuff because your
For a
old stuff's like
towel bar?
20-something years old, if
I
not
told-
more.
But I told him just to take. See, Your Honor, I was having a problem with the money. This is why I agreed to it, because when he told me $2,000, I was happy with that price because I know that job would
If
have
it
cost
sounds too
much
good to be
more.
true, it is.
I know.
So you shouldn't be
But
happy
I was
with the
thinking
price.
friendship-wise.
Well, why friendship-wise? Did you ever see his work? Did Tanya
No.
have his work? Did Tanya pay him 2,000 something bucks?
Oh, no.
No, huh? How's your relationship with
Tanya's-
Tanya now?
It's finished.
It's finished.
It's
Now
over.
you and Tanya aren't talking. You don't see your god kid. You know, it's such a bad idea to mix business with family and friendship. It's such a bad idea no matter what, because this is where you end up. It's such a bad idea.
Well, I'm very foolish, Your Honor. I trusted him. I didn't think he was going to do to me what he did to me. When I
Can you stop talking for 1 second so I can figure this out? I need you to
Sure.
stop talking. Okay. We're done. I find that you are entitled to the benefit of your bargain, and that what he should have to pay you is the amount it cost you to fix it after he did it in the manner that I find to be extremely shoddy. I find in your favor in the amount of the $3,307.41, which is the amount you had to pay somebody and out of your pocket to fix the problem. That's what I find to be fair. Verdict for the plaintiff in the amount of $3,307.41.
Thank you.
Well, the judge says the defendant does shoddy work and rules for the plaintiff. Come on in here. What's your reaction to that? Hearing that?
It's unfortunate. You know, I don't agree with it as much, but I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, sure. Anybody would be glad that's over. You just went through the mill in there. The work that was shown in testimony there didn't make you look like a top-notch craftsman there.
Well, like I said, you know, she wanted it done as quick as possible with the least amount of money. And as a result, that work was done last year, as a matter of fact.
Your work this year is much better.
No, the point is that from there till now, when she took those pictures, who knows what they could have done, you know, to that bathroom, because it
I
wasn't
mean,
that
when you
way.
see those pictures, you proud of that work?
No, I could have did better.
Okay. Okay. Right down this way. Okay, head around the corner there. All right, so come on in here. You do win your case. Step right next to her, okay? You stand right over here. What's your first reaction on coming out of the courtroom here?
Well, I'm a bit nervous. There was something else I had to say that would have added maybe to the judgment, but I'm happy.
What, you didn't get 1,000 for inconvenience and pain. Where's the pain?
Well, because I was from all of the aggravation that I had to go through.
It's painful to get up on that high toilet.
No, I had to go. I was rushed back and forth to the hospital because my sugar, my heart, this, that, whatever. And
Whatever. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, so the plaintiff isn't entitled to a new bathroom. She's entitled to the benefit of her bargain, which means the bathroom that she contracted for and whatever that costs.